Good morning, everybody. What is up? It's your boy. So, new stuff, guys. Here, well, I did get this new T-shirt from Apothecary Diaries, which I love. But new chair, and all of its chairness. Like, I think it's actually just Amazon Basics, but that's nice. Yeah, I actually picked this out. I picked out some of my Christmas gifts, but I got an Apothecary Diaries t-shirt. I got a Freerun t-shirt that's Freerun stuck in a mimic, and I got a Hunter x Hunter sweater. Got like the Hunter logos on the side. Main cast on the back. Like, cool black and white thing. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Oh, yeah, the GL thing. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I had a very, very strong suspicion. Happy New Year, Mo Chara.
Happy New Year, Mo Chara.
Ah, well, thank you, Big Bazo. And, of course, Happy New Year to everybody. Everybody. Use any Gen Z lingo? Well, I mean, I'm like a zillennial. I'm on the border. But I mean, I grew up with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, so I mean, it makes sense that I would be into anime. But yeah, I had a very, very strong feeling about GL, and let me tell you guys, it is 100% on the business side of things. There is no world in which it made sense financially. Not concrete info? I mean, I'm not, like, in their meetings or anything. Oh, Yo versus Sebastian. On Thames. Wait, what? Control the Royal Albert Hall? Huh? Oh, they literally added it to the game? Yeah, I mean... What, 20, 25 pop space? Oh, this is 100% the first time I'm seeing literally all of these maps. Wait, you start with farms as Ketons? That's so weird. Oh, hold on, the Corgi wants out. Alright. So I got, what, Burgundians here for you? Alright, so there's some shallow crossings to get to the north of the map, which has some, like, food and wood and boxes. South has gold and stuff. You know, this reminds me of the map that was like kind of like the hourglass shape. It was like the rivers. It was like on either side, and then there was like separate areas on the side. It reminds me a lot of that. Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Got some Paladinos in, HCA. Because I mean, I'm pretty bad at my job, so that would check out. Yeah, what? 13 Vil kills over here? Yeah, Yo seems pretty dead. DED dead. What, are Ketons, like, bad in Empire Wars? I, like, honestly give very little thought to Empire Wars at any given time. Oh, so it's just 25 pop space. Oh my god. That's insane. Blacksmith? Oh yeah, that does make sense. That is wild. Yeah, so you can go over the 200 pop limit. Well, I mean, it's still super swingy. I mean, they're 45 heavy cav archers. They're still missing a ton of upgrades. But, I mean, they're still HCA. Yeah, the bases are definitely open. Wood lines are... Like, there's just very little wood on this map. Castle finally goes down. This castle's been taking a lot of damage, but you still have more stone income as Sebastian. Oh, I thought it felt loud. It's because I didn't turn the audio settings down from when I was playing. But yeah, well done there to Yo. Hey, T West. Hope you're doing well, man. Happy New Year. $245? No, it'd be 235, right? 25 plus 10. Wait, what? Wait, what is okay, so there's RedBull Wololo Londinium. Yeah, let me show you guys. So we already have this, right? And all the usual suspects. But what is gamepad RedBull Wololo Londinium that has nobody on it? AoE 2 companion. Oh, this is a nice website. Yeah. Yeah, it shows the win streak, total number of games played. Looks like Hera and Yo are going to be running into each other on a map called Vulpine. And Vulpine means fox-like, right? Oh, it's better than watching a Burgundian mirror. Let's that. Oh, okay. So, Yo picked civilization preferred random. Oh, this is interesting. Pick random or full random. Huh. What did I put in the title? Venezuela. What? Bodler! I didn't put that in the title. Fodler did. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, it's so horrible. We just don't even care about kidnapping other leaders just because we don't like them. Oh, really? I don't actively look at the title. Why is there so much Rocky? This is like such a freaking modern Empire Warsy tournament map. Like, why is there rocky terrain here? Oh, wait, do you start off in Narnia? With a mill? Well, Hera seems to be having a bit of a sad time here. I mean, again, I have to imagine you start over here with a bunch of vills. How this Murican's turn on... I mean, I don't think I'm at all inconsistent with my own political beliefs. Nor do I hide them on the stream. Alright, so it looks like Hera got a counterattack kill here. Yeah, I don't know what the Tower of London here does, or it says it's a trade workshop. It is the Tower of London. Okay, so maybe Hera destroyed the mill or something? It's a Fedoria. Okay. Hello, Bombay. Rocky terrain? Yeah, I don't even know why this is a thing. We have one map with the Royal Albert Hall. Middle of a forest? No idea. Also, there's like a bunch of relics here around the side.
Hey,
Pathways? I have no idea. Started casting too? Well, good luck. Good luck. Just be careful, otherwise you'll end up doing it 8 years later than you ever imagined. Looks like Yo needed a Pausarino. Hera's on his way up to Castle Age. Yo will be clicking up in just a moment. His feet of a beast prize.
Hey,
God. You know, we made it 2 days without being an international embarrassment. Like, we went literally 2 whole days. Why is this map called Vulpine? I guess there are a lot of foxes on it. Anyway, Yo trying to come in here with his scouts and pick off the reinforcements. And he will do a nice job of that. Hera's still going to be 30 seconds faster up to Castle Age, and that will matter. I was going to say, I don't think he has any archers forward at the very least, and then, of course, I turn over to the side, and booyah! Booyah! Oh yeah, because I don't really watch the GL podcast. Like, did the GL podcast say that they were dunzos? Anyway, nice kills there from Hera, and he's going to be up to Castle Age faster. Yo, going to try and come in here for some villager counterattacks, but it is still mostly skirmishers. Interesting. Anyway, Hera's a little bit ahead in resources, but really it's these archers who are doing an enormous amount of damage. Ginseng, oh no. You can feel he's upset. Again, this is something that my understanding is that it was a long time coming. The podcast you would miss? Like, I would miss? Why? Anyway, TC coming in. I mean, in general, Vikings are going to be a lot better than Goths, but I mean, it was still Hera looping around here with his archers. That was still the big determining factor. Great for you personally. I do think Gamer Legion was a ridiculous name, but, you know, I don't call the shots. I think I cannot. I don't have a ton of behind-the-scenes info, but I do have a little bit. He did not want to speculate on some rumors? Yeah. No, again, my understanding is that Hera leaving is the result and not the cause of Gamer Legion skipping town. And I have always, like, again, literally since my first stream, I do what I do now. Which is have the webcam on in between games and then don't have it on in game. Always what I've done, but like, you know, there is no right or wrong way to do it. Again, with how their contracts work, they're all getting renewed or not renewed at around the same time, except for Hera, who came in at a different time. But like Viper, Doubt, and Tato all came into GL at the same time. And Hera's just really far ahead at this point. Now the eco difference is getting ridiculous. And Yo's stuck playing Goth Cav Archers. Hera's playing Viking Knights and Yo's playing Goth Cav Archers. This is what the world has come to. Oh my god, these foxes are so loud. And evenly, yeah. In some games. Oh, jeez. I mean, like, situationally, it's just that Cav Archers themselves are good. Yeah, Goths are not a very good Empire Wars Civ at all. Vikings are very good. Although, again, it was Hera's, like, Archer counterattack in Feudal Age that looped in over here. That was really the big damage dealer. Hera doesn't have any bills on gold. Oh, wait, what? Hera? Huh? Why did they all just stop? Okay, now he's getting everyone back to work. Hera's trying to come in with another TC. I mean, the Viking Knights scale quite horribly. Someone said it's like a Fedoria, but I wouldn't know. This is my first time seeing this map. Yeah, Vikings have always been a very, very good pick. As everyone else exits. The thing is, the economics of esports teams has literally never made any sense to me. So I have no idea. Union mandated break, oh jeez. No, both these players went random. Yeah, that's what the dashboard tells us. I mean, Yo is picking up ballistics, and like I said, without a husbandry or bloodlines, like this just does not scale well at all for Hera. He's gonna need to get to some skirmishers, I think, at least, or scorpions or something. Yo gonna get a couple relics. Just now picking up Bowsaw. The season tickets? Exactly. Now, again, I am quite confident that GL never even came close to making money off AoE 2. Well...
Yeah?
I mean, again, like, the Cav Archers are definitely kind of scary. And Hera is going to need to make a transition into something else. Make money? In theory, off of sponsorships. That people sponsor, like, companies sponsor teams for basically advertising. And in general, teams would be getting some sort of residuals of player earnings in some cases. But mostly through sponsorships. But again, like, it just doesn't make sense. The overall amount of dollars in AoE 2 is quite low. Yeah, there's Hera switching into skirms. He's fine. We're being advertised? Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, the bigger question is, like, what do the players get out of the esports teams? That's more the thing I don't understand for AoE 2. Because you can have teams, like, leech money off of players, essentially. But I just don't really understand what the players get in return. Money? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just mostly because it's such a, like, crowd-funded scene in the first place. Yeah, I mean, individuals can make money in AoE 2, and individuals do make money in AoE 2, but not, like... like, the second you try and expand the operation beyond, like, one person, the overhead costs just, like, you know, balloon super, super fast. Like, you know, T90, Viper, Hera, they all make a good amount of money themselves to be, you know, in the grand scheme of things, fairly wealthy. But if they tried to turn it into, like, a full-blown business with, like, you know, a bunch of regular employees or whatever... that then I don't think anyone in AoE makes that kind of money, or has the business reason to do so. On why mirror match is good for a player? I mean, it's just what people, if somebody wants to play mirror match, that they can. Most people don't, though. This could be awkward. sustains his editors. Yes, but I don't think his editors are full-time employees. I don't think T90 like owns an LLC in which he has contracted. Maybe he does. I really don't know. Travamsha shields? No. Oh no, this up. Yeah, that was my thought. I mean, I think that sort of thing would make the most sense for both T90 and Ugly or anyone else he does. How do I pay my editors? Oh, my editors get 100% of residuals, guys. It's a great deal for my editors. Should I don't know the legal specifics of it. Yeah, Hera really did try and... He was a little too eager of a beaver. Last May 1st, 20... What? We're doing one a week? Not one a month. Doesn't take me that long. Oh, no, State of the Sibs. Anyway, Yo does click up, but like again, this still should have been over ages ago. Or is, more or less. Vikings even clobber Goths in late game, as Goths don't actually have a good answer to the Viking infantry. How much for 100k viewer or 1k viewers on 10 minutes of video? It's complicated. The cop, yeah, I am no expert on that field. Skirns was infantry. Oh yeah, that's the thing, is right. You switch into hand cannoneers, I switch into skirmishers, and it's still going to be cheaper to go for the infantry plus skirmishers. The game, yeah, but like Berserks especially, Goths have no answers to for anything that is not a hand cannoneer. And Vikings also have skirmishers, so it's kind of hard to make that work. Cost-wise, not well against Berserks. Against Viking champions, they probably do fine, but definitely not against Berserks. I mean, yeah, like, this game in practice was over in late feudal age. I mean, you could have a few Huskies come out, but they're going to get obviously obliterated by Berserks. Yeah, LLC stands for Limited Liability Corporation. My blissful... I mean, my life has been so blissful, inexplicably. What's a PLC? Other than Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth? Yeah, I think GmbH is like literally the exact same thing. Well, I guess the Fedoria Trade Workshop isn't worth it that much. Metzold with the 87 months. Thank you so much. Oh. But yeah, remember, Berserks are faster than champions. They have 1 more melee armor, and they have 4 more HP, and they have HP regeneration. Day of the Civs on schedule? Yes, it is. Except crimes? Well, with AoE 2, you always have to have that caveat. The rabbits, I think it's the foxes. Maybe the rabbits make the sound? Do Goths need a buff? I think I'm covering them on State of the Civs this week, aren't I? I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. I just did Cubans yesterday. Do I do Goths this week? Gavinians, Ethiopians, Frank. Yes, I do Goths this week. I don't know. I tend to think Goths are fine. The normal fox noise. Alright, you got Bugs Vigar in. I mean, this game is all sorts of over and has been over for a very long time. Turns out Hera having 12,000 more resources and being up faster to Castle Age and then Imperial Age by 8 minutes was kind of a giveaway. All right. But I think Goths are good on like the chaotic aggressive maps. I gotta get some coffee, guys. Which routes are we liking so far? I have seen two games thus far. Alrighty. We even have a corgi. Alright, I guess we'll go into Yo versus Lucho. Who plays Mirror Civs? Well, didn't FBL qualify through the ladder for the last Red Bull? pros with them? For Ellie's only? I'm not sure yet.
Sí, Abu Davis.
Huh. I really don't plan all this out ahead of time. I mean, Vietnamese used to not have husbandry. I think it could be as simple as taking away the HP bonus from affecting cav archers.
Abu Davis.
Bombard cannon? I think they need bombard cannons. I don't... Vietnamese are just such a well-rounded civ. It's like they don't really have many downsides. I don't spend my time hashing out all the Civ matchups? Yeah, I know. When I started, there were like 300-something Civ matchups. When I did the Reddit series.
Sí.
That's a lot of... Wait, why are they making so many Flemish militia? Well, I guess you start with the barracks.
Abu Davis.
I mean, they're pretty cheap now, right? Forget how much they cost.
Bonjour.
Insane unit?
Sí.
I mean, they're certainly not bad.
Abu Davis.
But they still die pretty hard to archers.
Sí. Abu Davis. Without. Sí.
In the bug mirror.
Abu Davis. Without.
The buggiest mirror of all. Yeah, they still have no anti-building damage, though, so they're still nowhere near going to be men-at-arm level anti-building units.
Abu Davis. Sí. Without. Abu Davis. Sí. Without. Abu Davis.
And university techs? I think so. They get heated shot, treadmill crane, bombard tower, keep,
Sí.
fortified wall.
Without.
Wait, isn't that literally patrol stacking? Wait, hold on. Wasn't that literally patrol stacking? Or stand ground stacking, or you know what I mean. Yeah, I think someone goes mirror. Stand ground patrol. But like, I feel like we didn't used to see this even like a couple months ago.
Sí.
Anyway, Lucha's gonna clobber this fight.
Abu Davis. Sí.
I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention.
Abu Davis. Sí.
Anyway, I was gonna click up, but even he's just dead. I mean, look at this army difference.
Without. Abu Davis.
Ladder, it would be almost impossible.
Sí.
This KOTD, I mean, I casted a decent amount of KOTD.
Abu Davis. Sí.
Yeah, I got arson as well.
Without.
Also, those archers there. I mean, this is pretty brutal.
Abu Davis.
It doesn't look like you have stone safe here in the back either.
Pozor. See.
Pretty rough. Just literally walk around.
Pozor.
Well, the Flemish get the shadow upgrade upon reaching Castle Age, but I mean it's literally 2 versus 24.
Pozor. Travis. See. Pozor.
They have what, 8 attack in Castle Age? Yep, 10 more HP.
Travis.
They look the same though, notably.
Travis.
Yeah, you just don't have the numbers.
Pozor.
Like, yeah, obviously the Castle Age ones are better, but they're not 7 to 31 better.
Sì.
See.
Poke away! And obviously Lucho himself is only a short way off from Castle Age as well. He's also adding in archers, so he's got it working on both ends.
Travis. See. Pozor.
I mean, Yo's even getting iron casting. You should get crop rotation. Yes, that is absolutely the priority.
Travis. Pozor.
This doesn't feel right. This is like all sorts of not feeling right, man. Like, what?
See.
That,
Pozor. Travis.
no.
Travis.
What on earth is all this, man?
Pozor. Travis.
Flemish? No, I think that the Burgundians are still not like a top tier civ or anything on open maps, but Harabarl set? I did not know. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, Super Meg with the 4 months.
When were you on the Town Center podcast? I saw you
Like a
facing
year
montage
ago?
of the whole GL
I was on it
drama.
once. Why is everyone playing? I guess Burgundians are like the civ now. October 2024. There we go. No, I'm doing. Yep, that's definitely the case. Games, then that is extremely surprising. Because 2025 was like the year that I started ramping down from casting full time. I feel like I barely did any casting at all. I'm in T West, yeah. I mean, well, T West, like 2025 was like what? The second year of T West's like full push to full-time streaming. So like T West and I are kind of going in opposite directions, right? Where T West is sort of ramping up into being more full-time AoE, and I'm kind of ramping down. Oh, it's a new map. Lasis? Why is there rocky terrain? Okay, so there's like chickens and shorefish. Power immediately coming in, and again, I don't know what's up with the whole Burgundians thing. Before, maybe. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, I see here. Sardes? Is that like the TARDIS? Nomad had a 52% decrease. But, oh, okay. No, I don't have an opinion of the map pool yet. I haven't seen enough games on it. There's a demo raft here. Got eco upgrades now coming in for Yo. They're already in here for Sebastian. So for crowd, oh jeez, that sounds wild. Wait, you can't wall the front of your base? Like, why is Sebastian setting up secondary walls instead of just like... Oh my god, you literally can't? This is so silly! Yeah, it's the one that you have to save in Chronicles. Bamboo nothing? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Couple devos even there for Yo. I mean, he's definitely the one out and a boot on the map. Wait, really? That's weird. Oh boy, here we go. What even is AoE these days? Every 10 minutes, Nessie surfaces. Just to say hi. Well, that's very kind of Nessie. Nessie must be super old at this point, right? When was the first Nessie sighting? That famous super hazy picture of a lump in the water that is somehow the Loch Ness Monster.
Bonjour.
Nessie, it's just weird. 1871? 20s and 30s? Yeah. Alright, guys. Now we need to look up the Loch Ness Monster. Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, there's the super hazy figure. People also search for Jackalope, Jersey Devil, Godzilla, and Yoshi. Image of, yeah. So, yeah, 1871 or 1872 is what Wikipedia said.
See.
Having offspring, then wouldn't we have more evidence of it, you know?
Pozor. See.
Alright, Castle Age is in. You're about, well, I want to see the Nessie map then.
Divers.
Same here. Oh, there you go.
Divers.
Alright, Arson coming in, chainmail armor as well. Is this really what we're going to be seeing for months on end?
Divers.
Guys, how long does this ladder qualifier run?
Pozor. Divers.
Oh, it's just 2 weeks? This is going to be a brutal 2 weeks.
See.
Hello, MG Light. Happy New Year, and Happy New Year, everybody. I won't cast too long today. Just,
Pozor.
I don't like abandoning you guys.
See.
I have so much trauma with being abandoned that I just can't do it to others.
Bonjour.
Pozor.
2,800 damage taken by that. Mining camp. Aw, so friendly. Such a friendly stream. The Corgi gets it? Yeah, I'm just too used to getting abandoned by the Corgi. Like, I have an opinion? Well, I just think that it's...
See.
Seeing Burgundian mirrors and seeing Flemish militia get spammed constantly is pretty boring.
Pozor. Divers.
So is, like, Yo picking... Let me try and see. Oh, Sebastian is force-picking Mirror. And Yo is picking Burgundians and preferring random. Force-picking Mirror is, like, the most toxic thing you could possibly do.
See.
Hey, Tanduri.
Address.
So, more TCs coming up here in the back. I mean, you do have a good amount of resources here on the high ground. Got, like, what, 12 tiles of gold? Maybe 8 tiles of stone? They gave up on that, apparently. That might have been hard to implement.
Pozor. See.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any part of an egg that would be considered plasma, but I'm no physicist. Ears? Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I honestly didn't love the ladder qualifier. I think it's really tough on the players because they just have to grind out so many games. And it's just like you're so incentivized to play the fastest thing possible. Oh, hello, Papa Popper. Haven't seen you in a little while. And you get stuff like, you know, all this forced mirror picking and stuff, which just isn't very fun.
Sì.
RedBull, Wallow. Fans, but I don't know if they have the mechanisms in the game to do that.
Sì.
And let me tell you,
Sì.
World's Edge isn't gonna pay for some dev time on something they don't have to. Do you think what do you think World's Edge has money? HD graphics? No, I don't cast with HD graphics. I'm way too lazy for that. Explain the map? I don't know, it just seems like a pretty normal land map, except that you have, like, walls plus rocky terrain, which is a really weird combo. If they have money, I think that the devs have a mixed bag track record. When it comes to them having the tools to implement stuff, but I think that it's way less than the devs just not having the money in the first place. Doing these days? Not that much, honestly. I feel, pretty irrelevant these days. Oh, jeez, this Kusli is getting value. Okay, there we go. Got a castle coming up here at home. Oh, Yo's got his own Flemish militia here. First bid to Reddit, there you go. Yeah, people seem to like it. Hard at work on part 2. And then part 3. Oh, jeez. It's seriously 2.5 hours, I think, when all is said and done. Like a long movie. Controversial bunch of civs. Well, I think that it's like the civs that I said were problematic are ones that I think most people agree are problematic, like Bohemians and Bengalis and whatnot. Little worker, oh no. And September with the 49 months, thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Ornlu hi.
Ornlu hi. Champs were viable? Didn't I say champs were viable? For Armenians? Pretty sure I did. Alright, well, we know how big of a noob Yo is, so that checks out. For 2 civs. Yeah, I mean, it's definite. There are sometimes, like, any civ that has, like, fully upgraded champions will likely have situations where they want to use them. Even civs like Bohemians, I actually think have underrated champion play if you're up against a not Cav civ. Or viable? I mean, that was before they added supplies and whatnot. But yeah, Chinese don't want to be yoing champs if they can help it. Especially since they added Fire Lancers to the civ. And by the way, for Mr. San Sebastian.
Sì.
I know, this game feels pretty ogre. Against Italians? That's pretty sad. 3 more. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of curious as to what the new civs are going to look like. Don't get elite. They're cheaper. Like, their whole thing is they have a very low gold cost. And they attack fast. But yeah, like, are the new civs going to be getting Eagle Warriors? Because Eagle Warriors were literally just an Aztec thing. And of course, it makes sense to give them to Mayans as well, what with being neighbors of the Aztecs and all that. Incas, again, they were just made in a different time, but like in a modern setting where you're creating a new DLC.
Bonjour.
Like, are they going to give them Eagle Warriors? Like, what if they made like a courier unit that was like similar-ish to an Eagle Warrior, but a little different? And then you give them to all of the civs in South America, the South American civs. It's a donkey. Oh yeah, Mapuche are going to get cav for sure, but they're not going to get a bunch of cav, right? They might get one cav unit. I doubt they're going to be like a cav-centric civ. Also not use mounts? No. Okay, looks like we're back on Thames. Okay, MBL's gonna be the Red Persians, and why the mirrors, man? I don't know what any of the 3 new civs are. The 3 new civs are actual civilizations, unlike 3 Kingdoms. Oh, the monument gives you 25 pop space. So it serves as housing room and post-imp pop space. So, like, it's a gigantic house in early game, and then in late game you get, 25 more total population. And a nice defense there from MBL. Oh, nice transport. I like it. Yeah, Incas domesticated llamas, alpacas, and guinea pigs. But guinea pigs were mostly just used as a food source. And I'm sure as pets to some degree. And llamas and alpacas can't really carry that much weight, making them ill-suited. Like, I don't think a llama or an alpaca can carry a human. Like a fully grown human.
Salon. Salon.
So it's not like a llama rider is a thing, although llamas were used as beasts of burden. No one else would consider? Oh yeah, it's like insanely impressive. Emu warrior. No, and I think that what people will hopefully learn from this DLC, and like this is what like some of the DLCs have done a really good job with, is exploring generally unknown civilizations and histories. So I'm looking forward to that, because it's not like I know a whole lot about them either. But Tupi, Muisca, and Mapuche were very much civilizations that, had tons of people, complex societies, stretched for thousands and thousands of miles for, a long, long time. Now, what I don't know about the Tupi, were they actually cannibals, or was that mostly a, they're, jungle savages? Like, in Fiji, they did practice some sort of ritualistic cannibalism, but it wasn't, super... It wasn't, common. It's not like people just ate each other for food on a regular basis. Anyway, MBL has a huge blob of CA here. They aren't going to scale that well into the Imperial Age, but you still have your camels.
آماده.
MBL going ahead and picking up some relics. I mean, obviously, whoever controls the Royal Albert Hall here is going to have a huge advantage. We have securing food? Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, I remember seeing a map, and it's like 2P civilization really stretched quite far across Brazil. Like, honestly, I just associated the 2P with the Amazon. But no, they were like all over Brazil. Exaggerate? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. In camel upgrades? Yes, but remember that the camel upgrades are not, like, the most important, especially if you have all the CA dealing damage from behind. Now, this is a very bad fight from MBL, I think? Or Bantu? Yeah, for sure. And then you also have to, like, differentiate, like, a civilization from an empire. The 2P weren't an empire, but they were a civilization, or rather, a series of closely related civilizations. In Kigali, oh no! Alright, blast furnace coming in. I mean, MBL still is the one who has all the resources here in the south, so, I mean, he's still absolutely in the driver's seat at the moment.
Hope you and your family had a happy Christmas and New Year.
Thanks, Bannister Esquire. I mean, again, we've been dealing with my dad being in the hospital / rehab facility for almost a month now. I think it was like December 5th or 6th that we had to take him in. But he's coming back on Wednesday. And after the stream, I'm going to go visit him, and, like, he's walked like 150 feet or something, so, you know, we're working our way. The civilization. Exactly. Like, don't I talk about it in History of the Civs, where it's kind of weird because the game's called Age of Empires, but the factions are civilizations and not empires? Anyway, this is like Hera's last gasp of success here. Now, the Persian TCs might actually be able to survive long enough to make enough villagers to finish this castle for MBL. Oh my god, it's a pachyderm. Oh my goodness. Auto campaigns? Well, that's because the further back we go in history, the harder it is to find records, right? Just as a rule. Yes, it's the Kokiri! Oh my goodness. The majestic Kokiri. The war Kokiri. I actually don't remember, like, the Korean word for war, but, like, I know that in Korea they actually just use war for, like, war of, you know, at least in media. Being charismatic? Charismatic? Chuntang? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I have heard that before. But, like, you know what I mean, Hyungjun. Like, I've definitely seen, like, in, like, video games and stuff. Yes, thanks, Div Tom. Did I? No, could Korea be divided into more civs? No. It's funny because, like, you could do 3 kingdoms of Korea, which were much longer lasting than the Three Kingdoms in China. But they're still all kind of Koreans. GL thoughts? Again, I felt like this was all a long time coming. Yeah, I don't know if I'd call Hera charismatic. And that's not like as an insult to Hera. Like, when I think of people who are truly charismatic in the community, I really just think of Dave. Dave is very charismatic. I don't know if I would actually consider anyone else, like, sort of have the natural charisma. Is charismatic? Viper is very approachable. I don't know if I would consider Viper charismatic. Persian mirrors? This is the first one I'm seeing. Hello, McNeely. Yeah, the GL news I think has really been a long time coming. Anyway, Hera's got a little bit more gold income right now. Remember, MBL is the one who has all the relics, or at least 4 of them. The gift of Gab. Naturally charming. I think there's... I mean, again, I'm no expert on this, but when I think of somebody who's charismatic, it's somebody who's naturally charming and extroverted. Viper's still very much an introvert. Like, I definitely don't think of myself as charismatic, but I think of myself as very approachable. Is the anti-Riz. Yeah. Hashtag banned? I don't know, McNeely. Do you deserve it? Why don't we see Persian Halbs? Because they have gold. And seeming smart. Yeah. Doesn't work. Yeah, I really don't know how you would quantify charisma. Anyway, it's 68 to 56 camels. Pretty sure everybody has all the upgrades. Yep. MBL also has the benefit of these castles firing. Again, like, this should be MBL's game. Wait, that looks like a patrol, you know, stand ground stuff. This all feels so wrong. Oh, man. MBL out Campbell Terra. Again, it's the gold difference, though, really. Viper and T90s videos? I guess. I just haven't. Branding? Yeah, definitely. Hair without GL is washed? For sure. How? Deliberate? Yeah, I don't know. You got washed? Yeah, it's like a plague. Crownwood? Well, you know what? It really does seem to live up to its name. Shongu? Again, we kind of run into the problem where we don't know that much about them. And I don't think that we could properly represent them in a way... Well, one... Like, again, that's like really, really early for the AoE2 time frame. I mean, like, it would make sense if for a Three Kingdoms DLC. But, yeah. I don't think you could make a good Civ out of them. Marina, Congo. Again, it's like, what can we make into a proper civilization? Dark? Oh, no, Dark's around. He's gonna be the blue Turks here to the west. Sebastian is yellow Ketons. With his frickin' Keton farms. Second range coming in for Dark. Man, if humans weren't in the game, Turks would be such a good candidate for the cheaper archery ranges and stables. But no. Yes, the ladder's open to everybody. Then medieval? I think most people would associate the Guptas with more of the classical period than medieval period. Africa? Oh, Africa's definitely got civs that can be covered. Kanem, Bornu, Benin, Abantu / Swahili, Coast, Civ, Somalis. There are definitely some civs that can be covered here. And goodbye, Fodler. I don't think you had Ghana, and I don't think you had Songhai, because that's all basically the Malians. We'll see you eat. Congratulations. Anyway, I'm gonna get some more coffee. I'm gonna get some cafefe. Right. What's up, baby? Castle Age is in here for dark.
Hazır ol.
Evet. Emrin.
Oh, those bills are going to be in for a rough time. That's a lot of +2 attack scouts. CA bonus? I don't think Korean cav archers are, like, oppressive.
Emrin?
Evet.
And then eco balances are up here. And the issue is the market's not in yet. So now you have, like, all this gold and nothing to do with it. Yeah, Koreans not having bloodlines is pretty darn huge. Double stable. In some maps, that I can agree with.
Evet.
I've seen some suggestions to nerf the War Wagon, Pierce Armor, and Castle Age by 1. University here for dark. I mean, he's getting himself walled up into the corner, eventually. Congo, I don't think... Again, well, one, Congo as an empire was only really in the AoE 3 time frame, early AoE 3 time frame.
Efendim.
Kilwa and Zanzibar, I don't think you would have as separate civilizations. And I don't think Ghana works because Ghana is basically just the precursor to Malians. And same with Songhai. Like I said, a Swahili coast, Zimbabwe we don't know that much about.
Hazır ol. Evet.
Um,
Emre.
which is why I kind of like the idea of Kanem Bornu, Benin.
Hazır ol.
Again, like a Swahili civilization, essentially.
Evet.
But I definitely think you need to add like a Nigeria civ.
Hazır.
Emrin?
So I think Benin would make the most sense. No, I don't think Songhai makes sense.
Hazır ol.
Songhai is like the successor to the Malians, just as Ghana is the precursor to them. Chanti and Sokoto, I think that is also a little bit late. House is definitely late. Credible civs? I have no idea. Zulu is way too late. Zulu is literally the end of the AoE 3 time frame.
Hazır Emrin? Hazır.
Different groups of people. Well, yeah, I mean they are, you know, different groups of people for sure. But it's like again, what makes sense is like a separate civilization. On Yemeni civ, you could. Well, it's just about like I think what makes sense from a design's perspective. Again, that's just like what I would do if I were in charge, and I'm very much not in charge. Anyway, second TC here for Sebastian feels pretty darn good, and it just feels like Ketons are just better than Turks, man. Too similar to Slavs. That's a little bit different. Oh, that's a big hit. But, oh, we have this rocket cart coming in, too. Oh, boy. Double other. Yeah, I mean, so like, basically all of the civs you mentioned,
Efendim?
like, you could try and justify as a civ. And again, if your argument is, oh, these issues, or like these civilizations weren't distinct or enough, like, it's really hard to not sound racist doing it. But it's like, are they so different that you know, they should be separate civilizations from one another?
Beijing.
But yeah, I think that having the broader civilizations like Somalis, Swahili, Benin, Kanem Bornu,
Şansınız.
Evet.
like these are all areas that are geographically different from one another and the existing 3 African civs. Somehow Dark won that trade. No idea how.
İyiyim o.
Make good civs? Yep.
Emret. Timo.
Unfortunately, we judge like a civilization and how advanced they were based on did they build stuff or down, or did they build stuff or write stuff down in a way that it could be preserved long after they were gone, which is pretty stupid, but it's also like those sorts of civilizations get the huge advantage in that we just know more about them.
Şansınız.
The lies?
Emret.
I wouldn't say they lied on anything. I think they were misleading
Beijing. İyiyim o.
based on what people would think. Basically no trace. Yeah.
Beijing.
Evet. Efendim.
Mayhem like the Huns, yeah.
Armendo. Podgosno.
Is watching? Well, yeah, that's kind of the upside of having this ladder qualifier, is it creates a meaningful ladder experience. Pastures? Yeah, I did. I don't think you can replace farms.
Emret.
A lie? From a certain point of view, it's a lie. From the perspective of Chinese aren't being split in the same way that that Indians were split, I think that is accurate. But again, I don't think that's the framework that most people were thinking. Oh. All this patrol stacking is pretty rough, man. Anyway, Dark is actually slightly ahead in resources, but Sebastian's the one who's taking the good fights here. That's very superficial. Well, like, you also had elephant archers given to other civilizations. You had the castle given to another civilization.
Şansınız.
Again, like, I don't think there was anything malicious in what Sijin was trying to say. I just don't think he communicated it very well at all. which was, again, kind of an issue. Anyway, Imp is on the way here for Dark on 1 TC, but he's making crossbowmen, which obviously you don't get ARBs. Well, I think that's what most people were wanting, myself included, is that we get civilizations that are in the Sinitic sphere, but are not themselves Han Chinese. Because we have the Chinese to represent the Han Chinese. I mean, it's not that Khitans wouldn't be a civilization. I just thought it would be difficult to separate Khitans from Mongols from, like, a design perspective.
Efendim. Hazır.
I mean, you could say if you use the Turks to represent the Gok Turks, then yeah, I guess.
Evet.
Anyway, no way you get to Imp in time. Dark is still making units that don't get upgraded here. So yeah, it's pretty over. The Karakita, that is very true. I can't argue with that logic. Gok Turks? I think that generally speaking, the campaign designers use Tatars to represent the Turks that stayed in Central Asia, and they use Turks to represent the ones that migrated to Anatolia and the general area. Like, I think you use Turks to represent Azeris and whatnot. Also represent the Karakitai? Yes. Where's my Turks? Oh no. No, Armenians were represented by Byzantines before they got their own civ. And remember that Byzantines started as just a basic representation of Eastern Christians. Like, they were the stand-in for all Eastern Christians, so that made sense. Anyway, Hera's the blue Goths here to the west, and MBL is the red Goths to the east. Oh boy, Goth mirrors. And that's why we're getting CA versus CA! Oh my god. Ladder meta like this. $20-0, I guess. Jeez. Anyway, MBL's clicking up to Imp pretty fast. Hera's on more of a boom, and he is also up to Imp as well. Here, because they don't want any, quote, civ losses. Oh, the English are terrorizing all of Scotland, and it's time for us to fight back. Anyway, I actually think MBL's playing the smarter move here, which is just going right for Swordsman. I don't think you go Huskarls here. Okay, I mean, Hera is switching over into the Swordsman after going Huskarls. But I guess it's like a Hera thing where, like, I don't actually think his approach was necessarily the best, but his eco is so much better that I don't think it matters. I think that might be the hashtag classic here.
Ja. Bereite.
Oh, look at this sneakery.
Ja. Bereite. Pace.
Anyway, Hera's also got Blast Furnace in, and MBL's still missing a lot of important upgrades. I mean, I don't think it's possible for Hera to lose now, honestly. He's just got way too many more resources. Transition mistakes? Yep. Not too sure what this is, honestly. All right, last furnace coming on in. Oh, and you know what, guys? There's a lot of farms over here. Oh, this could be really bad for Mibbles. Also, Hera's back here with the... Hera should not have control of this at the moment, it feels like. Anyway, MBL is probably... This is so stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, the Wonder gives you 25 extra pop. Yeah, he's got 4 villagers over there. Okay, Blast Furnace is now in. Like, what the heck even is this? I have no idea how you admin this. Anyway, Hera still got more reinforcements coming in. He's still going to have control of the Wonder here. He'll just going to take down the Castle of the Champions. Yeah, remember, the Wonder gives you 25 extra pop space. So it's 210 with Goths normally, and then it's 235 with the Wonder. Well, it's not a Wonder, it's the Royal Albert Hall. That's called a trade workshop, but you know what I mean? Oh, wait, Hera saves it. Wow. Nicely done. Also, this is all exceptionally dumb. Yep, no stone for MBL. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Hera's barely killing anything. Okay, now the kills are starting to climb. Ah, jeez. Like, what do I even... What is there even to cast with that? Oh, MBL lost all the relics. Oh, yeah, this is huge for Hera. Again, Hera's got, like, 6,000 more resources. This doesn't freaking feel like AoE 2, man. This is just not right. Anyway, MBL's pretty dead. Losing the farming over here is actually super huge for him. And then Hera coming in from the other side was also really smart. Gigi Whipple. I have no idea. Anyway, Hera was still able to win that one with a better eco. Again, like, look at that, 4,000 more food collected. And honestly, triple the stone is really helpful. MBL lost so many units trying to batter down that castle. What are we angry about? Units phasing through each other and stacking on top of each other in stand ground patrol. All right, so we're on Crownwood again. We'll have Dark in the red as the urchins. The sea urchins, that is. Here to the west. Yes, it's all Paw Patrol. And in the green is the Bohemians. To the east, it will be Heart. Politics? Why, you don't like the fact that we decide to overthrow Venezuela? Patrol behavior on stand ground? Maybe. I have no idea. Alright, so Castle Age is in. We have some Grenadiers on the field, but those aren't going to be faring especially well versus archers. Think about it, yeah. It's not so blatant, yeah. Go get him! Go get him! Wait, can the Grenadier not kill the Spearman because of the minimum range and the fact that the Spearman is very slightly faster? We need to see some of that Castle Age Siege Engineers. Totally not too expensive. Not need to improve this? So Congress needs to approve a declaration of war. The president, as commander-in-chief of the military, can execute a war in the short run. Ooh. But you also technically need approval from Congress to allocate funds to the war. But, yeah. The last war that America actually declared was World War II against Germany and Japan and Italy. Policing action? Yeah, so it's all a lot of legal distinctions. And like I said, America's literally never technically been at war since World War II. World War III, yeah, I guess. Gotta be careful. I guess it still works out. Anyway, Dark is kind of struggling for food income at the moment. For war in Iraq? We did not declare war on Iraq! Believe it or not. Either time, in the 90s or in the early 2000s. Nope, none of that was ever declared. War were declared. Distinction? I mean, it keeps Congress from being liable, right? If there's anything Congress wants, it's to never be liable for anything. Is not really... Well, I mean, it's... I mean, basically the current U.S. designation is that Venezuela is like a narco-terrorist state, and therefore does not deserve the same respective international norms that normal countries get, even though, again, there's literally no evidence of Venezuela being a narco-terrorist state. Generally lawyers? Yeah, I would say that's by far the most common profession prior to being in Congress. It's not like they all are, but I'm sure there would probably be a majority of them that are. A narco-terrorist state? I don't know, man. I don't think one has literally ever existed. It's not like they're just engineers in China, but in China, it's usually coming from a class of political elites. Anyway, the overall villager counts are similar. And the eco upgrades are better for Dark, although Heart slightly had in overall resources, thanks to Bohemians. Random Civ? I mean, honestly, like, what would be too bad about that? Any, theoretical Civ wins should get balanced out over a significant number of games that are played. And, oh, there was a hole there. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Oh, on the other side, on the flippity flip. Last 2 weeks, I don't know, maybe. There's siege engineers coming in, which is always fun. Remember, it affects the grenadiers as well, so it gives them their 7 range. But I think Dark's just taking way too many bad fights at this point. Political elite class? Yeah, again, like, it's more about coming from a prominent family politically, I think, in China, as opposed to, okay, there's like a certain profession or whatever. Because it's really important in Chinese politics to be, connected to the Chinese Communist Party itself. The changes? Oh, you betcha. Oh! Oh, it's at least exciting, right? I mean, that 8 range is tough, man. You'd give Christianity a pass. Oh, nice conversion there. Good control from Heart. More Grenadiers and Rocket Carts incoming. Again, Dark is really struggling for food income, and Grenadiers cost food, remember. Not much. I think it's, what, 25 food, 65 gold or something like that? 30 food, 65 gold? It was 70 gold, and then I think they buffed it, so it was a little bit cheaper on the gold cost. Man, I love Jurchens. I don't think I'll put them in the complete tier, because I still have a few issues with them, but I wouldn't be surprised if I put them in almost there already. (1D aggro? I don't think Heart is necessarily aggro. I think that is what he is best at, but also that's rough for Dark, man. I mean, with Heart, it's just the execution, right? Different from Burgundians? Oh yeah, I mean, they're obviously super different than Burgundians. Reindeer stew with lingonberry jam and potatoes. Interesting. Bohemian? I'm pretty sure it's just random. Now, this is not the MTC. This is the MTC. I mean, it's so hard to get a conversion down. I mean, block fronting would, in theory, be at least close to a game winner. And remember, of course, siege engineers do give you bonus damage versus buildings. Is, you know, just as important. Oh, it gets a conversion. Somehow that doesn't get a single kill. YouTube chat, everyone except your messages, Anglar. I'm not reading your messages, I read everyone else's. I think that's only fair. Alright, he's got the 2 range grenadier production. I still think he is only working with 1 siege workshop. Would love if the villager was here to help repair. But yeah, Imp is in, and I think that should probably be enough. Oh, okay. You know what, guys? You don't even need block fencing. You just do that. I mean, that works too. You know? It works, it works. Can we get something that isn't a mirror? Is Yo not playing a mirror? Yo's not playing a mirror. AoE 2? That was a good game of AoE 2. Let's give Heart and Dark some credit for actually playing an interesting game of AoE 2. Between games? I can show you right now, actually. Since it's just the start of a game. I guess we should update this. Oh, it has an auto-update feature. Yeah, this is a nice website. So yeah, Harris #1, ACCM, Lewis, Leary, Hart, Andy, MBL. Look at Yo, man. Noob alert. MBL has 62 games already? That's insane. ACCM's on an 18-game win streak? What the heck? A ladder command? Oh, that would be a good idea. Condenium ladder rankings. I thought I had one. There we go. Yeah, it's a pretty short period. Anyway, this might be the last game we cast. Depends on how long it is. I got stuffs I need to do today. It's narrow? Yeah, that's just how it works. Volleys? I think so. I think they're doing basically the same thing as last year, right? Anyway, Market coming in here for Yo. He's going to be the blue Huns to the west and to the red in the east. We'll have Matador as the show. A job lined up, I wish. I wish. I really need to get back on the job hunt. But I got back into working out yesterday, so I'm happy about that, you know, one step at a time. Regular qualifier? Yeah, that checks out. And then the winner and runner-up are automatically qualified? Something like that. I think it's 10, right? That's usually what they do for lands, is 10 people. Oh, it's just 8 people. Okay. So no... no automatic qualifiers? Not that I mind that. Oh, boy. kill there. You going to London? No, I'm not going to London. I need to save every penny I can at the moment. Progress? Yeah, it's, like I've said, it's one... There are 2 steps forward, 1 step back with the recovery, but he is slowly recovering. I'm gonna go visit him after the stream. Yeah. Like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help with his PT, and so I'm gonna help him with his walking. Basically, I just stand behind him while he walks himself in a wheelchair. And make sure, you know, he doesn't, like, fall and hurt himself. Retrain muscles? Well, I mean, he's just lost so much muscle mass. Like, his arms and legs are stick thin right now. Like, I was already kind of worried because it looked like he was losing a lot of muscle mass throughout, like, 2025. But, you know, ever since he was in the hospital, it's, like, pretty bad. Protein? Yeah, he takes, protein... He drinks protein shakes and, of course, make fun of him being a dude bro. Weird, you mean the Tower of London? McNeely? One of the most famous buildings from your country? Probably the second most famous building after freaking Parliament. You might still think it's weird. Yeah, that's true. It's like a Faderia, I think. Sucks way. Walk? Yeah. Well, Big Ben is the bell that's in Parliament. This is pretty good here for Matador. Remember, he's in feudal age, so I mean he's got to get a lot done here. With less overt racism. Well, in America, it's like north, south, regions, sub-regions. I mean, obviously, America's just super diverse. But, like, these days, it also feels more like urban versus rural more than anything else. I probably have a lot more in common with somebody who lives in a near suburb of Charlotte than I do with somebody who lives an hour to the west of me out in the cornfields. And everything else. Yeah, London is what they call a primate city in international affairs. Charlotte? I've never been to Charlotte. Anyway, yeah, Matador just not in the Castle Age. We'll cast one more. That was a short one. Justifying slavery thing? Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, I do have the controversial opinion that slavery is bad. But you guys know how much I love my hot takes. Is very different, yeah. Is a relatively pretty and moderate state. I mean, it's a southern state culturally, for sure. Even Charlotte's gonna, you know, have that sort of southern vibe to it. But you also have the fact that, generally speaking, the South is getting a lot more, like a lot more immigration is going to the South because people like it where it's warmer and sunny. Yes, and everyone else around him. Yeah, exactly. In the South, yeah, I mean, people aren't moving to, well, like, people still come to Chicago, right? But it's like all the people leaving as well, so it's like kind of balanced out compared to the north. Relatively speaking, yeah, it's cheaper because the north has generally speaking a lot of the old money. Have the worst urban planning. Yeah, you would think it would be much more better planned. But yes, I also am notably, guys, against abducting foreign heads of state. Just saying. The appeal of Chicago? Chicago's awesome. Love Chicago. All right, Yo's gonna be Blue Franks here to the west. Last game of the day, guys, and Matador's gonna be the Red Khmer to the east. Light rail slug. It's literally better than almost every city in the country, which is extremely sad, but it is what it is. All right, DBA is on the way for both players. Against kidnapping in the stream title? Yeah, just to make it extra clear. Is Boston? I have never been to Boston. Well, see what the plan is here. It's kind of interesting that Yo would open archers and not scouts. Cleveland for a week. I'm so sorry to hear that. It is the mistake on the lake. So mad. Thing is, Cleveland's just kind of the butt of a bunch of jokes, especially for other, like, Midwestern, Ohio River Valley places. It felt sus was Baltimore. Baltimore has its good areas and bad areas, for sure. I loved it, though. When the river's not on fire, yeah. There's a lot of idle TC time for sure, but if you're killing villagers, then that's okay, and that's exactly what Matador is doing. But like, well, I mean, Boston's one of the oldest cities in the country, so it would definitely have more of that colonial vibe to it, right? Yep, looks like Yo is going to try and launch a counterattack. Or smaller? I mean, different cities have different issues, but yeah. I parked the car there. Michigan. Yeah, Gary is... Like, we just had to drive through Gary kind of recently. The Gary Bears. No! But, yeah, like, when I was driving my parents home after Thanksgiving, we had to drive through Gary because there was, like, a detour on the road because it was, like... There was, like, a really bad blizzard and stuff. And let me tell you, Gary is freaking depressing. I mean, again, like, parts of Chicago are rough. Parts of Baltimore are rough. But, like, everything about Gary is just sad. And I've even passed the Michael Jackson house. Yeah, it's just, it's a bit rough. Anyway, Matador's a couple bills ahead. Like, I've never been to Kansas. What reason would I ever have to go to Kansas? We're from the Midwest? Well, I mean, the Chicago area has a huge black population. Minnesota doesn't as much. but obviously, you know, Prince not from there. And yet Prince, exactly. Anyways, second stable and double ranges here for Matador. I mean, he's definitely a more aggressive player, for sure. He goes on his way up to Castle Age, though, so we'll have to see if he is going to be adding in a second stable of his own. I imagine you still want to go Knights here. To Tbilisi. Yeah, there's the second stable from Yo. Yeah, I think this could be a very similar situation to the last game where Matador just... He really wants to play that more extended feudal age style, but Yo just isn't letting him. Wikipedia looks nice. Tbilisi. Or Tbilisi. Yes. Tbilisi. Wikipedia. Oh, that does look nice. Got some modern architecture in there. Got the old stuff as well. I mean, again, I'm not going to be wealthy at all, but it's definitely a, Sure, there's nice stuff there. Haitian of Venice. Oh, jeez. So freaking dumb. Just abduct foreign heads of state, just cuz. Anyway, Castle Age coming in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Matador feels real dead. Yeah. +2 defense, obviously. Gonna be a big one. Was switching to just a... I doubt AOM has a sustainable scene, multiplayer-wise. Only 2 spearmen right now. Obviously, that's not going to be enough to challenge these knights. We can't fix Minnesota. What's wrong with Minnesota? Minnesota is, like, one of the highest quality of living states in the country. For some reason, despite it, you know, being... you know, a frigid wasteland of doom and depression. Doing well? Well, they got a couple DLCs at least, and they had another one announced, right? Aren't they doing the Aztecs? Being inhabited in the first place. That's crazy, though, is in, like, the summer, it's just, like, mosquitoes everywhere. Anyway, there's the GG. They do have the Timberwolves. Horrible management. Yeah. Well, they had the Lakers first. And see how that one worked out for them. Had to leave to be good, yeah. Are they? Yeah, they're an animal. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't know when I'll stream next. I'll let you guys know. Obviously, I'm still very, very busy working on State of the Civs and all that. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.